Hi, it's Ernie again. Today we're going to talk about what to do after you have delivered your notice to vacate. So you're fed up with your tenant and you've decided that you're done. And so you have drafted a notice to vacate. It's proper notice under the rules and you've delivered it properly. Um, and so you've given your tenant, you've drawn the line in the sand, and you've given them an opportunity to pack their things and leave before you're going to file that lawsuit. And so the question is, can you still work things out with them at this point? You definitely can. But here's what I don't recommend. I don't recommend that you put anything in writing. I've actually seen landlords get themselves in a lot of trouble drafting up a new agreement and then presenting it to the other side. Because if there's one thing I've seen people do is when they try to do things they're not familiar with, they usually get themselves into more trouble. And so I don't recommend putting anything in writing. Instead, if you make some kind of oral offer, for example, pay all of the rent, pay all of the late fees, pay anything else that's outstanding. I haven't filed anything, but if you pay that by a certain date, I will withdraw my intent to sue you. So you haven't actually filed anything yet. And so you're pretty safe. The controlling document in question is the lease, which requires for the payment of rent and requires the payment of late fees in a situation where, payment's late. So you really don't need anything else in writing. If you put something else in writing, you might lock yourself into some additional agreement, or you might give the party a way out. You might also invalidate your notice to vacate. So in the law, the only thing that'll mess up a written agreement is some other written agreement. And unfortunately, landlords get themselves in trouble with this kind of thing all the time. If you want to wheel and deal, go ahead, but do it off the record. Don't do it in writing. That means text or email. Definitely something scribbled on a piece of paper is going to constitute a writing, which could alter your agreement and could put your eviction in jeopardy. If you're going to make a deal, make it by word of mouth. And if they comply, you have the option to say, all right, we're back on track. But if they don't, you have no paper trail that could later come and take you by surprise if it's introduced as evidence in a future trial. Hope this helps. Have a good one.